All right. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Doing
How are
good.
you?
Good. I'm doing good. All right. So we're here today to talk about our Excel spreadsheets and to talk about what we can do better in the next simulation to get above $100,000 in profit. So if you guys don't mind, I'm going to start off by sharing my screen and I will show you guys what I decided to do to make the money. Let me know. Can you guys see my screen?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Can you see my cursor?
Yep.
Yep.
Perfect. All right. So I want to start off by talking about Taj Mahal. So when I first started this, all of these right here that I have at 3,000 and 3,500, it started at 4,000. That's the production that like the orders. So when it was at 4,000, I realized I couldn't really make all that much money because I couldn't put more orders in for Alley Cat here. And I realized that if I just lower this down a little bit, in each category, even in one category, when I made the first one go down and I upped Alley Cat a little bit, it shot me up from whatever it started us at all the way up to like 110,000. So I knew immediately that that was definitely going to work out. So I went through and I looked at all the available sales and the sales over here and our ending inventory, and I realized we still had so much left over even after I put in that 3,000 order. So realistically, I didn't even need to put 3,000 in, but I still just kept that just in case something were to happen. And over here, when we made the most sales, I upped it to 3,500. Now reducing it from 4,000 in each category down to 3,000 and 3,500 was going to allow me to put more orders in of Alley Cat. So as you can see, it started us at 5,000. I raised it to 7,000 in all the busy Alley Cat months. And then after the busiest Alley Cat months, I lowered it back down over here in the winter just because we wouldn't need it as much. And I still had lots of leftover sales. And even in the summer when I had the most lost sales, I still ended up ending the year with $150,000 profit. So it really didn't matter to me having those lost sales. Yes, I could have probably done something a little bit better when we take a look at your guys's. You guys can tell me if you have less lost sales or anything like that to see if we can make even more money. But as you can see, there's no red in the production for Edgar Ale. So everything that I did seemed to have worked out. I made 150 grand again, like I said. So I think that's the best thing we can do. One of the best things, if you guys have better ideas, you can show them when you share your screen. But yeah, I think if we lower production orders for Taj Mahal just a little bit and put more Alley Cat orders in, I think we'll be fine. So yeah, sweet. I'm gonna stop sharing, and if one of you would like to take over,
Yeah, I'll get my screen up on there.
awesome.
All right, so I did a very similar thing with you, starting with the Taj Mahal. So I really reduced the production early on so that we could focus on the production of Alley Cat Ale. As you can see here, I have 8,000, 7,000, 6,000, which are high orders coming in. But with Taj Mahal, it's only 2,000 or 4,000, 3,000. And the same goes with Edgar. I lowered the production of that a ton. That's probably the least one we have produced, just so that we could focus on the summer months for Alley Cat. So I really didn't have production coming in for when we get to the super high summer months where Alley Cat Ale is selling quickly. I really focused on stocking up early, as you can see in the spreadsheet, so that when we did get to those months, we would have enough. Although you can see there's still a little bit of lost sales. But as you can see, I got my total to 160,000. But I think oh wait, no, 157,000. But I think if we try to minimize those lost sales, we can get it even higher. Carson, if you wanna see if we have anything different.
Yeah, I really like that idea too. Just kind of piggybacking off what you were saying. You definitely had some lost sales in it, but it was less lost sales than what I had. So I think if we stock up on Alley Cat, like you said,
Yeah.
faster, it honestly might work better.
Yeah, I think that's the whole
So
main thing. We really got to get Alley Cat in, and then
that's
keep the production of Alley Cat up.
Sure. Yeah. So
exactly.
I'll pull mine up and then you can see it.
Yep.
Yep.
All set.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, I had a pretty similar strategy to you guys. I kept it pretty low with Taj Mahal. And then I ramped it up a little bit in June. And then in December I had just a couple months where I had a little bit more production. And then with Alley Cat I really honed in on it in like the summer months and leading up to summer, and then kind of backed off a little bit in the fall and winter months. I did have some lost sales, not a ton for Taj Mahal. There was a little bit more though with Alley Cat, but I'm sure if I like put a little bit more time into it, then we can definitely get it higher. I had a 140 as my EBT
Mhm.
at the end, but I think it went pretty well. I think I pretty much similar to your guys' strategies. But yeah,
So if we were to combine all of them, what would you guys say we'd want to bring together in one spreadsheet?
I definitely like the idea that you had, stocking up on Cat very fast. I
yeah,
think we all definitely had a similar idea of lowering Taj Mahal orders from anywhere from 2,000 to 3,000.
Yeah. And those
I
Edgar orders too.
exactly, yeah, those, I did 3,000 all the way, and then in the middle of summer, it looked like it had some more orders, so I did 3,500.
Yep.
And I still think that's a little bit overkill. I don't even think we need to order that much. I just think I like the idea. You definitely had the highest profit out of all three of us. And I
Yeah.
definitely like can see where you were thinking with ordering Alley Cat early to stock up.
Yeah.
So I think if we go that route, we should be pretty good going that way. I don't know, Michael, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree. Just stocking up an Alley Cat because just how fast that sells, you just want a lot of it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, do you guys have anything else you'd like to talk about for the spreadsheet, or what else we're gonna do for the scrim?
Yeah,
Uh,
we should talk about jobs, like who's gonna be doing what, which I
Hmm.
think we've
I
already
agree.
figured out. We've
This
already
is a great
figured out
idea.
most enough, like who's doing what, with me on
Mhm.
production orders and
I
then
really
you
like that.
guys splitting up with the sales graph. So if we
Yeah.
just want to fully figure out who does what, I think that would help.
Yeah, so I definitely agree with what you said, Cooper. I think we'll probably, if it's all right with you, and if it's all right with you, Michael, we'll stick Cooper with the production orders like we've been doing because that's been working.
Mhm.
Michael, if you want to check out that graph like you've been doing every time and give us our overall profit, and I'll stay
Yeah,
on
sure.
the monthly graph just to make sure we can see where we're at on a actual graph basis instead of a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
sounds good with me.
Well, sweet. Yeah, I think we're all set here.
Good to
If
meet with you boys.
All right.
perfect,
Stuff.
yeah,
See you boys
great
tomorrow.
meeting.
Yep.
Awesome, yeah. Good luck, guys.
All right.